Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody had a very happy new year. I got an exciting video for you today. This video is about the quickest way to complete the game with help from mods while doing as little as possible in this game to complete it. And we are looking at a fun combo today. We are going to be Dark Urge, who is also a Githyanki bard. So I'm hoping this will bring some funny clips. Hope you guys will enjoy this clip. Don't forget to leave a like, as that promotes the clip and the channel. And it will be a big help to me. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos from my channel. And obviously, huge spoilers guys, if you have not done this playthrough. So let's start and see how this one goes. The whole game took me about 8 hours to complete, so I won't be able to post everything. These are just like highlights, epilogues, to show like what changes when you don't do certain things in the game. Only thing I have not shown in the video are the fights. That's it, and me moving from places to places.
The blood in your head thrums and pounds. That pounding blood obscures who you are. An overwhelming loss of memory. How you ended up amidst these hellish flames is just as hidden. You have nothing in your skull, besides your name and a headache. But you are in danger. The Dark Urge. Whatever that is you. You will claw back the truth. But first you have to claw your way out of here. The exposed brain quivers in expectation. You realize you're talking to an intellect devourer, a minion of the mind flayers who abducted you.
Please. Before they return! They return.
Let's see how Lazel reacts towards the Githyanki.
This is your end.
Basically, she reacts the same way. There is no special dialogue, so I just fast forward everything so you can look at the subtitles, but yeah, nothing interesting here guys.
Get me out of this taxi! Don't waste time on Istik. We must go. No! Wait!
So we are at the beach and Shadowheart is missing. Tashi dies. Don't know. Obviously we are not going to recruit anybody. So we just use the mod to become invisible and go through all the companions or possible companions. As I said, we are trying to do as little as possible to complete the game.
Looks unstable somehow. Open the bloody gate!
I will not be visiting the Druid Grove, and I will not get involved in the fight as well. I will just be watching this and I will move on without any interaction with any of the NPCs here. It looks like they never needed our help anyways.
That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate!
What then? I don't know.
The well
Apart from an overgrowth
is the
of
fastest
moss,
way to Underdark,
the well looks
and I'm gonna
unremarkable.
use this option so that I don't have to interact with any other NPC, and I get to the Underdark the fastest way possible.
You feel a breeze. I wonder what's down there. Broken bones. Must have fallen. Gods, what's happening?
One more thing, guys. We are not taking any long rest in this playthrough unless the game compels us,
Come on.
and it will
Let's get
not
to the
allow us to
shore.
progress
You're the
without
one
taking
telling the
that
surgeon
long
what
rest.
happened.
The rest of you, keep patrolling. I'll be heading back with the... this one.
Your twat-soul chum owes us a load of coin. You want through? Make a donation. Unclog your hole. Just shitting around.
Hear my voice. Obey.
I imagine you must have questions. We should talk. You're lucky I managed to catch up with you when I did. We're both lucky, in fact. That doesn't matter. What matters is how it can help us against the monsters in our heads. I don't know how, but this artifact is protecting me from whoever controls our parasites. You won't get much farther without it shielding you. Trust me. You need me at your side. There's no chances without me. Only certain death, or worse. I'll wait here until you come to your senses. For both our sakes, I hope that happens very soon.
Get over it.
What's up for discussion?
Changed your mind yet? I don't think either of us have the luxury of time. Not against what we're facing. You need me at your side. Lead the way. Something the matter? Wait. It hurts. A joyous little affliction that visits me with screaming agony on occasion. I'd be lying if I told you I know what causes it. But don't worry. Can't hurt you. Only me. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
I'm so glad I found... Wait! My name is Althira. I'm a bard. I mean no harm. Because I need help. Desperately. I fled El Turel along with dozens of others. We're in a grove nearby. Things are... bad. Really bad. You can clearly handle yourself in a fight, and we... well... we're not exactly warriors. Things between us and the druids are... tense. If you could mediate, maybe convince them to let us stay, that would be a big help. And if that doesn't work, well... we'll need protection on the road. Let me stay the night, and I'll take you to the grove in the morning. Please. All right. All right. I'll find someone else. I'm sure. Goodbye.
Guys, listen very carefully. to what Raphael says, because he is the only one who hints that this Githyanki is not a normal Githyanki.
Well met. I am Raphael. Very much at your service. It's not every day one meets such a cavalier sinner as yourself. A true, bloody pleasure. Ah, it looks like a Githyanki, but it speaks like a beast. Must be the surroundings, rather bleak and lonesome. One feels so exposed. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come. There, middle of somewhere. And deny you the honor of my hospitality? This is the House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last. Not easily rattled, I see. Good. Makes the next part that much more straightforward. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain. Come now, why play hard to get when you're in deep over your tadpoled head? One skull, two tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all, like that. Yes, I like it when my clients put up a fight, only to realize victory was never an option. Try to cure yourself, shop around, beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease. Ah, yes, the tongue. Yet another piece of pleasurable anatomy you'll soon have to do without. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
Ah, another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
You open your eyes with a lurch, and you are not in your bed. You stand above a body which is in a state of gore nearly beyond recognition. The body of that scared girl who asked for nothing more than a night of shelter. Her blood covers you, and its warmth feels like the embrace of an old friend. You recall nothing of how you ended up here, but your head pounds and aches. No matter how it appears, the body is there, and her blood is on your hands. The question flows through your mind. Who are you, really, that you could be guilty of such bitter business? The little worm seems silent. Your companions sleep blissfully tonight. If it were the rage of a tadpole, no others seem to be affected. You don't have much time for reflection now. You need to act. You may only have a few moments before the others awaken and begin to cast blame for the hot sin before you. The bedroll becomes a warm, swampy cocoon of gall and fluids. You wonder if your misdeed will be noticed.
I came just in time. You are transforming. Combative. Good. You'll need to be. Don't worry. You will not become a mind flayer. Not while I'm around. I'll protect you.
Though the thought crosses your mind, it doesn't hold you, doesn't devour you, as your thoughts too often can.
Your compulsions will doom us all if you do not work to stop them. I can help. We haven't much time, so listen closely. There is great potential within you. It comes from that parasite. Your instinct is to resist the power it gives, but you must accept it, nurture it. I will keep it from consuming you, but for the sake of both of us, you must learn to wield it. A fight for the fate of Faerun. A fight we are losing. For now. You can change that, but only if you embrace your potential. I have to go. The enemy is closing in. I will be back. You'll feel better. I promise.
Another waif dead before her time. I wonder how it happened. She was brutalized. The killer knifed her many times after she was dead. Was it you? The blood speaks for itself. Why? That's all. There has to be something you aren't telling me. Out with it! She was doomed the moment she joined our camp then. She should have taken her chances out there alone, rather than put herself at your mercy. Even if it was the worm, this was peculiar indeed. I'll be watching.
An uneasy feeling lingers in the air. As the Inquisition departs, you are left alone with a familiar headache.
These boots have seen everything.
Those shadows. There's power coursing through them. Oddly familiar. Better stay on alert. I can feel the shadows' power here, but they don't seem to be harming me.
Stay together. Keep to the light. Now we've got to move. I know a safe place. Give me your map.
It seems tales of my clemency have been greatly exaggerated. You have not experienced my hatred, stranger. Not yet, at least. Harpers, cut this true soul down!
Stop! Hold on, Jaheira. I think I know this one.
His eyes meet yours. There's no recognition there, just a sick intensity as his voice reverberates in your mind.
If you want to survive this, then trust me. One true soul to another. He's infected. Aye. But he's not with the cultists. Helped me fight them off a while back, in fact.
Is this true?
That tadpole fist thinks we're his allies. No need to correct him just yet, if he can help us.
So, as we go in, you will see that there are no tieflings. Raphael is absent. So is Maul. Not sure what happened to them. Maybe we'll find out more in next playthrough.
My old friend. Very good to see you again. Clever ruse showing off your little artifact. Jaheira was all too eager to believe you. My pleasure, true soul. I suppose General Thorm sent you to help with my mission. That's all right. I don't mind sharing the glory.
This man takes orders from General Thorm. Helping him may be just what you need to gain deeper access to the cult.
Ruin this mission, and the General will take your head. Isabel, the Selûnite cleric that guards this place. General Thorm wants her alive. She's out there now, doing her moon magic and what have you. Keeps the curse away from the inn. Without her, everyone here, everyone scheming against General Ketherick, is done for. Isabel's on the balcony. Should be nearly done with her prayers. Let's go say hello.
I didn't realize I had an audience.
Isabel, this is...
The true soul who's going to save us all. Pleased to meet you. Oh, joy. The true soul turned out to be a baddie after all. Nice of you to show your colors, true soul. Jahira will be so disappointed she trusted you. I don't mind, though. I've been itching to gut a traitor. Ketherick's out of reach, but here you are, right within striking distance. Moon Maiden, guide my hand.
Time to go, Isabel.
With Isabel dead, the whole sanctuary will be flooded with blood. A far finer future than her taken alive.
Come along, Isabel.
Something's wrong. I feel...
Those will not consume me. I am shielded by Lady Shah.
So we basically kill everybody here. Remember the NPCs that we are gonna meet now, because we will meet them again in the game. And let me know if you see that coming.
Followers, a legion. Your faithful stand ready, Majesty. Soon we march. Soon the world will bow to you.
Here, web ass. Something moved up there. Want me to drag it out?
What's this?
The Drider's eyes cut through the darkness, locking on you as your parasite squirms with excitement. Your minds connect, and you hear a voice whispering to you. The Absolute, or just the echoes of his fractured mind reverberating in the darkness.
One of your true souls, my queen. How have they survived? To make the darkness quiver with mere song. You must have blessed them, my queen. If so, where is their lantern? Majesty, is this true? Did I not serve you well? Very well. If it is your will, you can have it!
What do you mean, go?
We can't go without you. The shadows would tear us to pieces.
This is not Her Majesty's will! If it is Her Majesty's will...
You can't be serious. You know what's out there.
If it is Her Majesty's will, then we shall walk! She will protect us. She must.
As the sounds fade, there is nothing left but cold, still silence.
This lantern only lights the way when I am hurting night and day. My pixie dust is bright as day. My injuries can light the way.
Quite clever. And cruel, of course. But creatively so.
I'll gut you like a 10-day-old if you don't release me right this moment! Me neither. So let me out, or get ready for the third sundering! No, no, no!
That's far enough.
His thoughts invade your own, probing for purchase. Your parasite purrs in recognition.
My apologies. Welcome back, true soul. What news? Who better to suss out his like?
You'll find Z'rell in the audience chamber, true soul. She'll be wanting to hear from you.
Let's hope this Z'rell likes what we have to say.
Praise the Absolute.
We are to the conclusion of our efforts. I ask you again, why am I here?
I will not be slandered! General, you saw my reports. You know it's not my fault.
You slip into Minthara's mind while her attention is focused on saving her own skin. You can feel her guilt everywhere, writhing and churning. All it takes is one little push.
Mine. It's my fault. I failed you, my lord. Please forgive me.
Guilty then, my lord?
I gave you this command because I saw something in you. Your efficiency, ruthlessness, your killer's instinct. I treasured them all. But honesty, remorse, these are no use to me. Night Warden Minthara, your crime is incompetence, and your sentence is
So I basically broke what I said earlier. I said I would not do anything
about our Minthara?
extra in this game to complete it, but How can we not
dog
save Minthara
should
after
judge
looking at
another.
this puppy eyes?
Please! You gotta help me! For old time's sake! No! Please! Oh.
Let's go see Zarel. And mind you don't slip in the goblin guts.
In another lifetime, you were greeted in this throne room like a god, not the living wreck you are now. Your disgrace has something to do with this Ketheric. You yearn to flay him until he forgets himself, as you have. He healed up a trait. He could enjoy your cuts forever and a day.
The seat of the Absolute's power, occupied by a general that cannot be killed. But his followers are flesh and blood. We must learn more about his power.
Heresy, true soul. As you should be. And you have an opportunity to impress General Thorm. I have a mission for you. There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most trusted advisor, disciple Balthazar, to retrieve it.
Minthara Ben.
You were adored, Minthara. Brought up from the darkness and into the Absolute's light.
She cherished you, but it wasn't enough. You were distracted by your own desires.
Bloodlust, murder, chaos.
And most damning of all, an inability to follow orders. I obeyed to the best of my ability!
And isn't that depressing?
You are nothing.
The drow reaches out to you psychically, connecting with you for a moment. She is infected like you, and her mind is disintegrating.
Come to observe, true soul. She is a lesson. None can rise so high that they cannot fall again. A challenge, sister. Who would be so bold?
Awful, sister. Meat that doesn't yet know it is dead.
I expected to be greeted as a hero. But the wretches imprisoned me and tried to tear my mind apart. I didn't think anyone would come for me. Agreed. Lead the way.
Minthara is supposed to be in a cell. You have some explaining to do. The guard is happy to let you pass. Minthara is rather less happy about your choice of words.
You really do have a way with words. I last left Moonrise as a commander in the Absolute's army, obeying the voice of a god. I thought I had found a home and a purpose. Now I leave as an exile. But you risked your life to rescue me. For that, I am grateful.
The artifact connects with her, pulling your minds together and showing her all that you have seen. The prism, your dream visitor, the protection that keeps you from obeying the Absolute and becoming a Lithid. She knows it all in a moment. Her mind reels, but is no longer clouded. She accepts the truth. She has no choice.
There is much we must discuss. Do you have a safe place to camp nearby? Goodbye for now. I will see you soon.
Our hero thought but of treasure ahead, did not consider the peace of the dead. Through the dark he went creeping, and awoke what was sleeping. A new grave they dug, which he himself fed. Until it was perfect. I've grown quite fond of you, you know, in my way. I thought it only fair to warn you about the dangers ahead. Intrepid as ever. It would be pointless of me to try to bar you from entering. But I can set the scene, as it were. Prepare you for your role.
General Thorm to you. But yes, recovering the relic is the crux of it. He commands, and I, his humble servant, fulfill that command. While you, an infinitely more humble servant, fulfill my command. I will put you to work as a scout. I do not need you or your help. But you are here in spite of that, so I may as well make use of you. The relic is close, but the way is barred and Shah's dead are uncooperative. Clear the path for me by blade, cunning, or whatever it takes. I will remain here until you have succeeded. Or fallen.
There's something out there. I can feel it.
What's this? Fresh entertainment? But you're too fresh for this place, aren't you? There's a whiff of the surface to you. A new arrival, then. You burrow too deep, little rabbit. I don't talk to prey. There's something else, almost hidden by your fear stink. Cherries. Musk. And sulfur. Raphael! I can smell him all over you. Where is he? That perfume trickster swindled me. Trapped me. Ha! There's my word. I agreed to a contract, one that hasn't yet been fulfilled. Where is he? Spit it out. Now!
Careful. I'm not sure we want Raphael as an enemy.
Bargaining, are you? A Karator warlord once tried the same. I made him watch as I ate his concubines in young, then fashioned a codpiece from his skull. Besides, I told you already, I'm bound to this place.
Either I fulfill the contract, die trying, or forfeit my freedom. If I leave this place now, I'll become Raphael's slave. Raphael is no foolish story devil. His mind is different, sneaky. Listen. Spill all the blood sworn to the night. Silence all prayers. Smother each rite. Wander Shah's halls, hungry to slay. Leave no justice here, alive to obey. Leave none to hear it, then be set free. This song is your oath. Swear it to me.
Well, that explains where all the Dark Justiciars went. This song differs from others you've studied. The final couplet contains a trick, a clause not easily fulfilled.
That's it.
So he's responsible for the carnage down here. All those Dark Justiciars slaughtered.
I don't want to make it pretty. I want to silence it. Anyway, enough prattle. The lyrics are clear. All who hear the song must die. Time to die. The Merigans? They barely have a thought to share among themselves. But they do have ears. Kill yourselves. Back to the hells with you. I still hear it. Seems your theory is wrong. Kill Nessa. Stay very still. My beauty. I still hear it! If you're wrong about this, I'll claw my way out of Avernus and eat you alive. Contract be damned! Nicely played, Raphael. Bastard.
That silver tongue of yours is dangerous. Bravo. I can't believe you actually pulled that off.
Lady Shah.
Wait. No. This is different. Very different.
You detect the gentlest of presences disturbing the temple's ancient, stale air. It seems to encircle Shadowheart, welcoming her.
Lady Shah's presence. I felt her too. We're right where we need to be, under her gaze. This is the right path. Let's continue.
The disk is moving. Might be useful to navigate this place.
This must be where initiates undertook their final preparations. The end is near. This must be the last step. I need to pray. Only by Lady Shah's grace did we even make it this far. I do. I'm amazed you missed the signs, honestly. Now let me pray. This is important.
Nothing. Shadowheart continues her prayer in silence.
All right. No need to dash in ahead of me. I'm ready.
Balthazar, come to add more bars to my cage? Or perhaps to lead this would-be Justicia's blade directly to my heart? Pleasure to have made your acquaintance, little warrior. We will meet again. I am eternal. I will be free one day. And I never forget a face. Until then...
Finally showed yourself. I thought you might try and avoid me. I had a choice to make, in the heart of Lady Shah's domain. But you denied me that chance. Now my future is gone. Nothing but wind-blown ashes and wasted potential. I can no longer suffer your company. Be grateful I don't rid myself of it with a blade. I did once. More fool me. You would be wise to forget me. I can only hope I one day forget you.
Come forward, true soul.
True soul, I was so hoping to thank you in person. Our forces are gathered, the Night Song bound, and we are ready to march at last. But most importantly, Isabel. You brought my daughter back to me. She's being introduced to the Absolute as we speak. Soon, it will be as though we were never apart. You have our thanks for your part in our reunion. She was always stubborn, She clung to Seluna even after her mother's death. Ironic, then, that it was Isabel who drove me into Shar's arms. She died and I was left alone. I made perfect prey for Lady Loss. She promised vengeance, oblivion. But her plans came to naught. Only one god empowered me to bring my Isabel back. That is the god I serve now. The god we serve. Everything you've ever wanted. It's time for you to learn true power. Make use of my own altar. Kneel in her name, and the Absolute will come. Come then, true soul. Let us pray. Hear us, Absolute. Do you feel her? Let her in, true soul. Claim your reward. Fall into her embrace. The prison. I scour this land in search of it, and you bring it to my door. Slave, take it!
Freedom. Find
Enough! If you cannot take it, then take him! Balthazar will find a way. Do it. Now!
You're awake. Good. General Thorm has tasked me with relieving you of a certain artifact. I hear it's loath to part from you. No matter. I do enjoy a challenge, and I have more than a few tools to experiment with.
Once Balthazar is through with you, you will be left as just another undead thrall. Unless you can stop him in time.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
You! What in the name of the nine hells are you doing here? Balthazar. I should have expected his weakness. You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. Yes. Say farewell, Isabel.
I'm grateful to you for bringing me home. I was a fool to resist. I know better now. Good luck in the City of Judgment. I wish you the best. Sincerely.
The villain is the wretch! Together, we have crushed him, brain and body! Now, we pick our way toward our fates, unleashed.
A pity I cannot say the same for Isabel. She may have been Ketheric's daughter, but she was my world entire.
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you.
You know what to do. Don't be afraid.
Most corpses feel like toys before you, to be played with and discarded when you tire. This body seems different. A friend calls out from the corpse, desperate to be freed. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you. Your muscles loosen. The tadpole breaks free of its deceased host. Your mind is your own again. For now.
Is Ketheric truly slain?
I should speak up.
I will never tire of sitting on dead men's thrones. Power always has. But I shall not get too comfortable here. We must be free if we are to rule. And to be free, we must destroy this cult. And Ketheric's co-conspirators along with it. I know one of them, all too well. Baal's bloodletter, Orin. To think, I thought her to be speaking for the Absolute. I worshipped that woman. Jealous? You needn't be. When Orin is in my hands, her agony will nourish me. She is the Iblis who indoctrinated me with the Absolute's lies. She is fierce, vicious, and cruel. In those respects, we are alike. But she is dangerously unpredictable. If there is a way to turn this design towards slaughter, rather than control, she will take it. She is the one who brought me to Moonrise, and into the presence of her so-called god. The Absolute. Now I know that those memories are lies. There was no god. Orin held me down in a cocoon of flesh, while a mind flayer forced a parasite into my brain. And she laughed at my fear. I will find her. I will murder her. And I will smile. It is as if you read my mind. Perhaps you did. In killing Ketheric,
we fractured the cult's leadership. When we break the other Chosen and claim their Netherstones, we can take control. I expected you would be, but know this. What I propose is nigh on impossible, but if anyone can succeed, it is us. We have the prism, and we have the courage to slay gods. We may fail, but we must try. The power of the enslaved Elder Brain could reshape the world. We could reshape the world. And then we will need no gods. We will be their equal. We will be absolute. We have a purpose and a bond. By my oath, I will fight with you, while that purpose holds. There is yet one thing about you that troubles me, though. Something I need you to explain. Why come to Moonrise, where the cult's power is strongest? Why not walk away? That troubles me. Those who kill without motive cannot be trusted. I would not like to wake with your knife at my throat and never understand the reason why. Perhaps in time I can help direct your violence. Until then, I will watch my back. Now, I am ready to leave this damned place whenever you give the word. The city awaits.
Let us speak.
You have defeated Ketheric Thorm. Yet you, who were content to leave Dame Aelin in his thrall until it served you best. How do you account for it? Be careful, little soldier. Whims are not all that can strike. I will visit your camp later. Perhaps the madness of battle will have left you, and you will be ready to speak sense. You would deny Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden, paladin of the self-same Selûne. Reject the moon if it be your will. It will not stop her from lending you her light. Good day. Blessings of the Moon Maiden upon all beneath her watchful eye. Blessings of the Moon Maiden upon all beneath her watchful eye. There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer. Moon Maiden, I ask you to cleanse the wickedness in the heart of the Slayer of Ketheric Thorm. Forgive them the sin of sending Dame Aelin into his foul clutches. Yes. My mother proclaims you cleansed. Our allegiances aligned once more. By her word, let it be so.
You wish to consult me? Then speak. Not directly. My memories were not removed. They were obscured by the Absolute's voice, by its presence. The tadpole is a conduit for that voice, not its origin. And while the prism protects us, the Absolute cannot reach us. As for the tadpoles themselves, for the moment I do not believe they are malevolent. They are incubating within our brain matter, not feeding on it. Very well.
Oh, bravo, bravo! You are growing up to be a fine fellow of the most degraded caliber. Ha! The cleric and last light, all are now but an ichord slag heap. And it was all your own work. You didn't even need your butler's advice. You have acted with the utmost decorum. First the bard, now this triumph. Don't worry, Master. I will ensure you have a diverse roster of victims from now on. Hapless menfolk deserve death just as much as the girl is. It would damage your reputation if the fearing public thought you a predator. After all, you're far worse than one of those base, lusty spree killers. Oh, I rather got carried away there. Wherever are my manners? Sceleritas fell. Your undyingly loyal servant. Your butler, before our separation. I fear you are overworking yourself, for I was earnestly trying to find a moment to help set you on the right path. But you were just frolicking away with your dagger, weren't you? Your little indisposition has not been able to get rid of what's on the inside. The evil in your rotten heart. A part of your past is here for you. I come with your disgusting prize. This prize is no payment, but a sign of reverence towards you. Come closer, my depraved prodigy. Try on your new gym jams. They're a present from Father. It would be rude not to. Oh, such a strapping young behemoth.
You cannot speak, but you have command over your own cruelty.
And look at you! Now, you're your perfect self again. This form is the Slayer. You will do many naughty feats with it. I wish I had been blessed with a few more moments of ogling. but the Slayer will be back soon. It sparkles resplendently. I shall be back after your next triumph. You are going to kill again soon. You will keep chopping down the Moon Maiden's family tree. I shall return when you next have need of me. I have your estate to attend to. We will meet again there. Good night, sweet master.
Again guys, the whole game was like 8 hours. So this is just the highlights of the game that I think you will find interesting. In case you have any feedback on how you want me to style my next video, let me know in the comments.
Ketheric is defeated, the path ahead clear. You should be elated. But the sight of the land you leave behind does nothing to alleviate your sorrow.
Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir. Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin.
Will you liberate the true souls from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes? You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Hear me. Gather. The reckoning is upon us. The city thirsts for domination. March. Join.
I have also not added some of the common epilogues because every player would have heard that number of times, so completely skipping those.
I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. You do not understand. He will attack anyone that reeks of Illithid. That includes you. And you will not even be able to defend yourself. If you kill him, the Absolute will enthrall you. I am not your enemy. I am the reason you are free. Then you would betray yourself and all your allies. Without me, you will perish.
You might find it strange that the armor has disappeared from my character. It is because I used mod to get that piece of armor. So as soon as my character dies, the armor disappears.
Your reluctance to help nearly cost us everything. You saw reason just in time. But you are not the one I wish to speak with. Bring me your leader. Stand. Now is not your time. We have much to discuss. Don't look at me like that. I'm a mind flayer, yes. And the one who saved you, again.
An unnerving revelation. But if this is our protector, so be it.
But in case you change your mind... Look after it. Use it when you're ready to evolve. You or your allies. It has vitality enough for you all.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. But, I don't know where to go.
The child ignores you. Would you like me to dispose of her?
All right. Sorry.
I do not understand why the patriarchs of the city do not open their gates to the refugees. I was not suggesting they be allowed to roam free. They should be put to work. The city needs laborers and fodder to protect it. I am suggesting they be fed and sheltered, and that they work in return. Call it whatever you wish. Perhaps you think it would be better for them to starve or be slaughtered here, while the citizens hide behind their walls.
You have everything you want for supper. What possibilities are endless?
Never allowed sweet things right before.
The next urchin that tries to pick my pocket will lose its hand. If I take its head, how will it learn from its mistakes? Even here, a child deserves a second chance. I am reminded of the Brehren, the stench streets of Menzoberranzan, where the sick and the outlawed make their homes. Despite the destitution, there is profit and opportunity to be found in such places, if one is willing to wade through the squalor.
You return, Stira. Shall I look into your heart, you and your beloved both, and see if your love will stand the test of time?
No. And if you refer to me as my dear again, I will cut out your tongue. Who's next? If you are sure.
If not over, then through.
Triumph after triumph. You have excelled in base villainy. For he who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself becomes a monster. When you gaze long into the abyss, the abyss also gazes into you. You have reached the time of majority, and you shall come into your birthright. But another seeks to disinherit you. Do not let her be your death. Your father loves you best. You have already made us so proud. Slaughter your line. Become the last of your line. Lord Baal shall have but one chosen.
Memories flood back, snatches of your story written in the blood of 1,000 victims. Years spent in worship of Baal, leading his savage congregation in prayer, sacrifice, and slaughter. You were their master, and he was yours. A cruel master, a dread lord, a devoted father. All is greater than you could have dreamed. You are a spawn of Baal, his heir, his scion. You are not the last of your name. Not yet. There is another. The abomination wrapped in flesh you saw in the colony. Orin. Dear sister must die by your hand, an offering in Baal's sanctum. Your heart pines for the love of your lord. Today is a wonderful day for murder.
Stand down, villain. In the name of the Steel Watch, aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city. Correct your tone, citizen.
Dearest patriarchs, but a moment. I must greet a most honored guest. Crawling back from his bloody disgrace. It's my favorite assassin. Gods, you're a sight for sore eyes. Orin told me she made a fool of you. But I should have known you wouldn't go down that easy. Then she didn't die. The past is lost to you. Let me clear up some mysteries then. We share so much history. You and I initiated this plot. We discussed in depth the failures of our predecessors and how to avoid them. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
He wants what we want. Orin dead, and the Elder Brains subjugated. An alliance would serve us well.
Then let it be writ by the Black Hand of Bane. I, Lord Enver Gortash, swear I shall do you no harm. Before you do, come and witness, as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Then allow me to peek it for you.
Your brain twists and stretches under the Watcher's gaze. The pain almost brings you to your knees before fading.
You will follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
I should speak up.
Why, hello there. We were just about to try some of Master Metzley's delightful wines. Would you care to join us?
Oh, they do look ever so tasty.
Ah, Mrs. Highbury, I prefer to conduct tastings individually, so I may assess your palate.
Call me Cora, Master Metzley. And I'm afraid I must insist on their joining us. Wine's no good without company, after all.
I get it.
The approach unique, the form sloppy, but the passion for killing, it was like sport. It would be remiss to ignore such talent. Would you like to be more than a common murderer? To become an avatar of slaughter? An ally of sorts. If you let me, I can help you embrace your most murderous becoming.
It is good to meet somebody who recognizes our talents. Better still if they reward us for doing what comes naturally.
You must kill once more. Choose from our list of most unholy sacrifices. Make them whole in murder. Remove your victim's hand. You will need it for what lies ahead. Good luck, aspirant. I trust we will meet again.
Well, I'm not sure. Discounts are reserved for only the most loyal customers. The look on your face. You really thought me that tight-pocketed?
A marked improvement. I am impressed, aspirant. You are ready. Claim the hands from your kills.
You gaze upon murder's progeny, child.
His most ill-trusted zealots.
His faithful departed.
Prodigal servants. Each returns to do his bidding eternally.
This is the court of the Dread Lord's Tribunal. I am its custodian. Here come those who seek to transcend, aspirants of his most profane order, the would-be unholy assassins of Baal. But you are no mere aspirant. I did not expect to see you again. So it is true. You have returned.
Saravok Anchev, a Baal spawn who failed to become chosen long ago. Spilled stain of Father's divine essence left out to dry. Is he your cousin? Great-uncle? Brother, even? Baal's bilious waters are always a little murky.
Patience, child. Our father has much in store for you. I have heard it said you lost your memories. Let me revive them. You were once Baal's favorite. You worshipped him the way he would wish. Your bloodlust innate. Your thirst for butchery unslakable. But you were foolish enough to think yourself untouchable. You didn't see Orin rising through the ranks. You were blinded by her artistry, her devotion. You believed she worshipped you as much as all the others. Your fall was as spectacular as your birth. The purest Baal spawn there ever was. Ruined by his own hubris. But now, You have returned. Tell me, are you here to have your vengeance on my granddaughter? I see why Orin spoke of you with daggered spite. But this is not her dwelling place. Orin resides within our father's temple. She may have usurped you once, but all her rites and rituals will never match her to your natural gift. Baal is about to name a new chosen. All is between you and my granddaughter, Orin, now. And Orin has much to learn. Our Lord does not care for beauty. Baal cares only for death. Death in numbers. Death in droves. It is a lesson Orin will only learn in death. I wonder if you will be the one to teach her. She seeks to sacrifice you in our father's temple. She dreams that your corpse will be her masterpiece. But she forgets, before your incident, you were the true master. You were murder, pure murder. No excesses, no pretensions. I believe you will be the one to slay Orin. And when you do, remember Grandfather Saravak. Remember how he helped you. Return to visit him. And tell the blood-drenched tale of your victory. We have a sacrifice prepared for you, child of murder. Let us celebrate your becoming. Come, child of Baal. Offer thanks unto your father for your birth, and in so doing, be reborn anew. Slaughter this celestial being. Spill its blood into the void, and through eradication of its goodness, be exalted. Spare no violence for the Dreadlord's grace, and savor every moment of the creature's slaughter.
Someone will stop you, Baalist. When they do, I hope it hurts. Gather! Citizen, stop this at once!
Oh, Sragzlin, you are exquisite.
Behold, Father, baptized in your most wretched name, a new, unholy assassin.
His most unholy will be done.
I bestow upon you the amulet of Baal, the vestment of his most unholy servants. With this amulet, he grants you entry to his chambers, the Undercity Temple of Baal. The portfolio of murder passes into your hands. Do it justice. Enact slaughter befitting a god.
Unholy assassin. It suits me.
I'll give it a shot.
So it looks like somehow Minthara became the unholy assassin. Not sure how that happened. Do you guys think it's another bug that needs to be fixed?
Leave me alone! Are you real? Is it really you? You have to help me, please! Please, you have to! Orin is coming for me! She found me and my cat Grub, snatched us off the streets, and she made me eat him! Then she told me to start running. She said that when she catches me, she's going to eat me too! She's coming! Please, please don't let her take me!
You'd stand by and let an innocent face my blades? Good.
Look at it. Brain battered and broken. Hands stained with the Bone Lord's soot. Have you forgotten the way home, sibling? Should I set your lapdog to screaming? That could help you find the way. Baal's blood-addled beloved, swaddled in sinews, thinks it can judge. Never struggled, no purpose, nannied by that grim-gotten butler. You are the one who isn't capable. Gortash betrays us, bloodkin. He sets a leash to our slaughter, uses us to drive the herd towards his tin men's oppression. You must kill the tyrant, smear him across his rock-rotten halls, and pluck the netherstone from his carcass. Then we duel, sweet slaughterkin. The winner claims the stones, Baal's true chosen. The loser rots on his altar. Agree? And I will bring my assassins to heal. They watch you always, longing to spray the crimson from your veins. Refuse me, and you'll learn what happens to those who defy Baal's doctrine. So will your friend.
So, this was Orin's intention. A combat against a fellow scion of Baal, witnessed by the Lord of Murder himself. Accept and you must kill Gortash. Refuse and the child's life may be forfeit, as might your own. Orin's assassins will hunt you like prey for slaughter.
Is your brain so pulped? You suck up the tyrant's vapors like a babe sucks milk. Your useless promise will drip wet and red from your ruptured jaw before I let you disobey Baal. My assassins will make sure of it. Once you've remembered your place, seek out the Steel Watch's cradle in the lower city. Skewer their skull meat. Make them rust and blood. Then the lordling will be yours to butcher. Come to my temple before you turn Gortash to carrion, and I will ready your friend's corpse to greet you. Baal is waiting, Slaughterkin. Do not disappoint him.
Oh, master, master, master! You have come home to your royal dwelling. But why did you exert yourself so getting here? I was waiting to open the door. Lady Orin told me not to let you in. But I'd never listen to the pretender to your fetid throne. A 1,000 succubi could give me no greater delight. There's a puddle of blood on the floor as you walk in. Careful, don't slip.
Your savior approaches, scuttling in without the tyrant's rock. You are a mangled bloodbrain, thinking father could be refused. Did it think it could protect? Did it think it could save? Only the blades can offer salvation. Do you remember now, Bloodkin?
How you screamed as my knife slit your skull. Your brain juices, sticky and sweet. A little hole, big enough for the worm. Your body, a blood sac to feed it. The favorite of Baal turned meat puppet, strung up by the sinews and plucked by my hands.
Straggling memory rises. Day your tyranny should have engulfed this world. It was you who were the first to be enslaved. Orin's smile was the last thing you saw, her bright blade glinting as she chiseled into your skull. Her reckless digging left your mind shattered. She robbed you of your bloody birthright, reduced you to nothing. Nothing but pure hate. And now it burns, yearning for vengeance.
Husk, maggot
A ball spawn, slip sliding in filth with these pigs. You don't deserve the Murder Lord's blessing. It opens its lips and spews filthy lies. No, no, no! Baal has not decided. First, our blades must carve and slice. The runt must be cold, the flesh offered.
The changeling stands no chance, fiendish one. Eviscerate her.
The Murder Lord's blessing will be mine once I peel the skin from your carcass.
Baal demands a pure blood sport. But if anyone interferes, gut them.
Master, you are the chosen one. He is near. He comes for you.
Of his affection for you, or confirmation that he owns you.
My Slayer, you will grow stronger, crueler, the prime incarnation of murder. Chosen, my slayer, violence incarnate, you will become a testament in blood. Go, child of Baal, claim the crown of Karsus, control the Absolute, and command the Horde fit to butcher this world in my name.
The stone trembles with evils, warm as father's hate. Another part of your glimmering birthright for you to abuse as you please.
Congratulations. Your father smiles upon you. But do not let filial piety distract you from our cause. Orin's Netherstone is in our grasp. And now we must look ahead to the other. Gortash. Seek him out. He is all that stands between us and the Elder Brain.
Hard to believe she is dead, after all that she did to me. I do not often doubt myself. But surviving Orin took courage and strength I was not sure I had. I could not have faced her without you. You are trying to raise my spirits. I appreciate it, but any joy the sight of Orin's corpse brings me is but a speck of comforting shade. There is little relief to be found from the heat of the storm we are caught in. While the brain is still free, and we are still infected, we will never be safe. But we can talk of this later. For now, let us be glad that we still draw breath, and that Orin does not.
Nobody can control the brain, and it knows it. We must seize the third stone before it breaks free.
Will result in imprisonment and, if necessary, more severe punishment.
You having a chuffy laugh? We lost most of our herd to wolves on the way here.
What's up for discussion?
You seek Archduke Gortash, do you not? Take the door to the right of the throne, just through the grating. But know this. If you do not possess the stone he requires, he will cleave you straight through. I trust nothing more needs to be said on the matter. My lord requires a clear path to his magnificent future. We cut away the troubles and preamble. Do not face him without Orin's Netherstone in hand, or you will meet the same end.
You have the Netherstones. They resonate with my own. I commend you for putting an end to Orin's madness. She must be screaming bloody murder in the hells even now. How was the reunion? I trust you demonstrated your particular spark of creative genius. I always preferred your methods to hers. You have mastery over your urges. Orin was consumed by her gruesome obsessions. I see murder as a grim necessity to provoke a desired response from those who witness it. To Orin, it was a pleasurable pastime. I don't even want to know what it is to you. My involvement with Orin was never a true alliance. A mad dog understands the yank of the leash and the hand of its master, but it cannot be an equal. You can be my equal. We will raise a black keep in Baldur's Gate. Then we will conquer the Sword Coast and unite all its peoples under our rule. But first, the brain awakens. We must act now. Faithful, come forward. Hand me the Netherstones, and we will rule as one.
If he holds all the stones, he holds all the power. We must keep our portion if this alliance is to endure.
I'm not here for games. Hand me the stones, or face the black hand of Lord Bane. As they should. I was merely testing you. This should be an alliance of peers. You've got a backbone, and the makings of a leader. The Dark Lord Bane blesses our alliance. Our time is short. The Elder Brain is held beneath the city. We must go to it if we're to control it. There is a vessel to the Morphic Pool where the brain feeds. I will wait for you at the pool. With the Netherstones in hand, the brain can't resist us. We will be absolute, with an infected army at our beck and call. First, we take Baldur's Gate, then Faerun. All of Toril will soon follow, 1,000 kingdoms at our command.
But a swarm is dangerous.
Pristine darkness in every direction. Silence, but for the gentle, rhythmic slap of water on rock as your vessel cuts through. overwhelming force pushes into your mind. The brain. It is here.
Can you smell it? The brine. It's infused with magic. The brain is here.
The brain is about to break free. We have no time to lose. We either shackle it by the force of our will and usher in a new age, or the city breaks. You have survived shadows, defied gods, and overcome many challenges to be here. But that doesn't mean you're ready for what comes next. You are delusional. The crown is how we controlled you.
I respected Baal's child once, but not you, Cortash. I allowed you to control me, as long as it suited my purpose. You have played your part. The next order to be given is mine, and it is this. Die.
Strahd! We cannot suffer the same fate. No, the abomination shall witness our vengeance. Refocus your efforts.
This is not over. I pulled you out just in time. The situation is worse than I thought. This is an elder brain, no longer. The magic of the crown has caused it to evolve. It has become something more. A nether brain. Do not exaggerate. You nearly died. I saved you, yet again. It has been anticipating our every move from the start. I underestimated it. We will need to rethink our plan. I have assessed our encounter with the Netherbrain from every angle. I know why we failed. The problem was not the stones. The problem was you. You can make only one move at a time, but the Netherbrain calculates every possible move at once. It knows what you will do. It knows everything you could possibly do. You cannot outmaneuver it. To defeat it, you would have to think like an Elithid. Better yet, be one. Your mind is not capable of this. Mine is. You will give the stones to me. I will assimilate Orpheus, and then I will be able to leave this prison to face the brain. Thank you. Now stand aside. I will assimilate the Githyanki's power in your stead. Do not judge me. Come, we must follow the brain's path. This time, we will not fail.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Come, it's time to leave.
I'll give it a shot.
Thru. The city may not survive this onslaught, but we must. Press on.
We have lost much already, and we will lose more before the day is out. You may not have expected to be here. You may not have wanted this fight. The soldiers around you may not be friends. In fact, they may be strangers, antagonists, enemies. But today, they are your allies. For today, we fight a greater evil than any of you have ever known. And we cannot fight it alone. Though it may not be your city, though it may not be your cause, you must find it within you to fight, side by side. For today...
You're late, friend. This is the one you spoke of.
The very same. The one who comes to save the city. They will lay the final stitch on the fate of Baldur's Gate.
The Fist examines your illithid ally with suspicion. He was not expecting the savior of Baldur's Gate to be accompanied by a mind flayer.
Appearances may change, but they do not mask the one within. This one I know. Observe with whom it travelleth. Friends. This mind flare will fight with thee. It will save thy city and thy lives.
The Fist eyes your illithid ally with suspicion, softening to curiosity. His hostility melting at the recognition that there's more behind those eyes than malice.
My steel is yours, and I'm not alone.
Your father has sent me to your aid again, chosen one. Together we will bring new glory to his name. I will bless you in the coming battles. Let us bathe the way in blood.
Glad to have you with us, and not a moment too soon.
The air is thick with anticipation. All eyes are on you. They're expecting a speech, something to stir their hearts and put fire in their bellies for the fight ahead.
Well said. We'll prepare ourselves. We'll be ready when you call upon us. May your weapons sing through your enemies' throats.
What's up for discussion?
Bodies upon bodies filled with unspilt blood. Lead us into slaughter, Chosen One. We shall do unholy service in your father's name.
Dragons! Overhead! Stay low!
Fall back! Fall back!
Matthew!
Leave him be! We have to keep running! Resist. Impossible. Pain! Fear! Terror! Reconsider. Assess. Implore. Surrender.
Subdued at last. It begs for its life.
Spare me. Join me. Wield me. Become absolute!
It pleads because it knows I'm its master. I will finish this.
The brain is on the cusp of its final thought, and it's taking all of the Emperor's strength to keep it there. An opportunity, perhaps. You glimpse the lifelong destiny promised by your father. Enslave, dominate, ruin. In your father's name, you must seize your rightful claim to the brain, not destroy it. If you do not, then he will flay and shred your mind. so it cannot even comprehend the horrors he will plague you with.
I paused this frame because normally we will get an option where we can decide to betray the Emperor, we can kill him, and either we become the Absolute or we just do that in the name of Baal, but somehow that option is not here. I believe this is because the main character is a Githyanki, but let me know guys in the comment what do you think on why that option is missing here.
My master, I must obey. I must end.
Hopes, nightmares, and the screams of legions upon legions of unborn lipids. The pain rips through you, obliterating all thought, all feeling. Your tadpole burns in your brain. Silence, the overbearing quiet of your father's disappointment before the rush of your tragic fall. Everything you did, everything you sacrificed, it was worth it. For this.
It is done. The Absolute eradicated. Vengeance exacted. We are free. No more gods or monsters. Except those of our own making. And we are cleansed. The tadpoles are still at last. They cannot control us or turn us into abominations. Although in your case, the transformation may be an improvement, Iblis.
It makes little difference to me. I did what I had to secure my freedom. And in spite of your resistance to evolution, you have proved a good ally. I am no more responsible for your actions than you are for mine.
The Githyanki leave, at last. I feared they would make this world their own.
With your people gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city. Smoldering, waiting to be rebuilt.
What shall we do with our liberty? Why leave? Baldur's Gate will be desperate for new leadership. And who better than us to lend our assistance?
Then this is where we part ways. I have business to attend to here, and a life to rebuild.
If Baldur's Gate is too foolish to recognize its saviors, so be it. The city will miss your influence, as will I.
I will miss you, too.
Now that you no longer live in each other's minds, it's hard to tell if the mind flayer is being sincere, though perhaps no harder than it ever was. Your thoughts wander from your companions and everything you endured to your own piteous fate. If only you defied your father when you had the chance and freed yourself of your dark desires. But it's too late now. Your destiny is set. Your very blood shall clot with the urge, and that hungry desire will consume you. You may have freed the world from the control of the nether brain, but you are not yet free. Your father is angry. What foul punishment awaits you now that you have rejected him?
It is as it should be. I hope you find peace.
You've butchered so many before, each death a gift to your father. This one, you will take from him. This one is just for you. It's over. And it's all because of you. You, who were destined to become a thrall. Thanks to you, there will be no Illithid empire, no death god's tyranny. You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast. You are the saviors of Baldur's Gate.
Who flickerest there? The poor brave soul who hath defied the Lord of Murder, the madman in king's clothing. With thy death thou hast given life to all the Lord of Murder would see undone. Thou hast made good on the promise of thy better heart. Tell me, adventurer, hero, friend, do the voices echo still? Thou deserveth as much. Let thy mind be its own place, thou mayst sow and reap. Ah, what sweet fruits might such fertile ground yield? Thy life may be forfeit, but thy death hath only begun to unfold. What awaiteth thee is a mystery, even to me. I cannot account for thee, adventurer, hero, friend. But I know thy story endeth not here. Death itself hath many byways, and thou might yet have a new and different role to play.
If you're still here, I really hope you enjoyed this video. And let me know if you like to see more playthroughs like this with other characters. And guys, thanks for watching and hope everybody have a great day.